make a video today about, damn, my music loud as shit. I was gonna make a video today about how to city ride. I think I made a video about just in general city riding, but not a how-to city ride or what to look for, you know, all the new people getting into riding and shit. So I'm gonna record. If I feel like talking to it, I'll talk to it and we'll make the video. If not, I'm tired. I might just fucking enjoy some music and ride home. If this video goes up, that means I ended up doing the how to ride in the city. If it didn't, nah, I don't know what to say. Alright, so as I've said before in other videos, right, my Iron 1200 is my daily. It's my daily ride. As you guys can see, or if you guys can't see, I'm positioning myself in a spot where I can kind of see the rear view mirrors behind me. I see the car behind me, I'm good. Keeping my bike in first and just holding onto the clutch just in case this guy didn't see me or pay attention. I have an escape route. You know what I mean? I could keep going and get out of the way. It's a loud ass fucking potato launcher, goddamn. Nice, just a random ass U-turn. Look at that potato launcher, God bless. Fucking shove a couple potatoes in that hole. Alright, so first thing about city riding, night riding, whatever riding you're gonna do, assume no one can see you at all. So it don't matter how loud your bike is, it don't matter how big your bike is, it don't matter the color of helmet you're wearing, it don't matter the clothes you're wearing, it don't matter if you got lights galore on the bike. Assume no one can see you, no one can hear you. Assume you're invisible, right? Because you more than likely are. And it's not with intent, like people don't, you know, maybe some do, but most people don't drive with the intent of crashing or hurting someone. And it all stems from, you know, distractions. I was texting, I was looking at myself in the mirror, I was putting on makeup, whatever excuse for their distraction they give you is typically what happens, right? Some negligence that occurs. So when I ride, I kind of factor that into the equation, right? So in riding a motorcycle, for those who went through the riding academy or through the MSF course, the motorcycle safety foundation courses, you're taught that every lane, just like the one I'm in right now, has 3 sub lanes, I guess you could say. Right, there's first, second, third positioning inside the lane itself. The center part is the second, the left side is first, the right side's third. So when riding in the highway, riding, you know, in between traffic, I'm already assuming they can't see me. The last thing I'm going to do is stay in someone's blind spot where I know for a fact they can't see me even if they wanted to see me, right? Another thing I'm looking at is, so like right now I'm already prematurely braking before this guy even switched over. I'm looking at their tire positions, I'm looking at the traffic ahead. It's like right here I'm already dropping into third. I'm gonna release a clutch, get over before this car comes. I'm not trying to get stuck in this traffic. So anyways, right, I'm in the second lane position. I see this guy merging over. I'm assuming he doesn't see me, so I'm gonna try to speed up ahead of him. So even if it's for the last second, he's like, oh shit, there's a guy there. He sees me, right? Here, I see this truck braking in front of me. The cars on the left of it started to brake. The cars on the right of it haven't braked yet. But I'm not moving past third. I might even drop it down another gear just because I see a pileup already happening on the right lanes. And I already know, right, so city driving, whether I'm in my car, my bike, whatever, I already know these streets, if that makes sense, right? I already know that this highway has a busy intersection coming up. I already know there's a busy, you know, I-10 merges into 410, Loop 410 here in San Antonio. and it goes east and westbound, and I already know that these lanes, that's what everybody's trying to do. They're all trying to merge into it. So I know those fucking lanes are going to be clogged up. I know these cars in the lanes, or even the lane that I'm in, are going to try to merge in or merge out last second. So basically what I'm trying to do is trying to keep a relative speed. I'm going with the flow of traffic. I'm staying in the second lane so that people in the, like that car behind me can see me, so people on this right side can see me, instead of doing something like, I don't know, staying in the first lane where I might be in the blind spot of this Lancer, right? So pretty much kind of in the coast is clear. I could get on the highway, but again, I already know it piles up and I just don't feel like dealing with that. I'd rather take a little more scenic route, kind of go it with an ease instead of having to worry and keep my head on a swivel as much. Switching, taking a look, nothing coming, check again, have my blinkers on, I'm swapping, and as I look at the traffic, I see that 410 westbound, eastbound for that matter too, it's pretty flowing, like there's really no stop. So again, back to me knowing these streets, I know that it's just because I-10 piles up where people are splitting between westbound or eastbound on 410. So I'm gonna ride, and I'm gonna go the back way to get into 410 instead of just going through I-10, because again, I don't want to deal with that pile up and shit. So I'm checking, no car coming. I see this guy has the blinkers right. Just trying to swerve, merge, got my blinkers on, checking my rearview mirror. I'm good. See another guy riding up there. Right here, I'm already starting to downshift a second. I'm prematurely kind of slowing down. Got the popo there, I don't know what happened, but whatever. Yield, take a look, ain't nothing coming, we're good. All right, so again, me knowing the streets, I know that these two lanes, you can turn left. On the lane that I'm in, you can turn left or go straight. On the lane that I just got into, you can't, but I also know there's a bunch of idiots who think you can and they'll fucking go straight. So for my safety and for my preparedness, just because I don't want to get behind the bus knowing that there's a bus stop coming up, I'm gonna get on this left lane, right? And I'm positioning myself right where this guy's side mirror is at so you can see me. Again, I could swap it into neutral. I typically don't like to swap it into neutral until I see the car behind me, maybe even the car behind that already stopped, just because you never know, like whether they're texting, whether they're not paying attention, they don't see the bike, and they keep going and boom, you're getting rammed right in the back. So I keep it in first, hold the clutch, just so I have an escape route. The other aspect of me staying on the right side of that car was, if I had to, let's say that truck, that ram that was behind me didn't see me, if I had to get out of the way so I'm not getting pinched between those two cars, I'm already on the right side, man. I'm already swerving out. I'll swerve in the little middle lane right here, essentially between this bus and the car. All right, so this bus is not stopping. I'm gonna switch over. Damn, man, 3 buses, Jesus. Alright, so I'm gonna keep some distance just because, I don't know, man, it's a bus. I don't really, see these cars slowing down. Again, same thing, chill. I've got these cars, so after this gray car, I can go, silver car, switch lanes. I'm gonna stay on this first lane. I see the bus stopped. I see this truck here, I'm having blinkers, signaling, turning my head, checking rear views right, and I'm in. Chilling, man. I'm coasting in second. I'm also making sure not to speed in this area because again, I know my streets, right? And I know this street, for those of you familiar with San Antonio, this is Balcones Heights. We know that these cameras right here do take pictures, and you'll get a nice little surprise in the mail if you don't stop and if you're just, careless. All right, so the car behind me stopped. I'm gonna put it in first, get some air, open my visor. And we're chilling, man. He's got a nice little gap behind me. He's not riding my ass. I know I'm gonna have to get in front of this truck on my left because, again, I'm gonna get onto 410, so I gotta merge. I'm chilling, man. Same thing, right? Merging left. third, merging left. And then here I gotta make sure that taking a look at incoming traffic because it's merging in, right? So I'm good, I got some space. I don't want to get in the blind side of this trailer, but I also want to make sure that I have enough time. So we're in. And then my goal right here is to get the fuck out of this spot. So I see that truck behind me. Nothing, right? Good, move on. This trailer. Saw me at the last second. Because I was in the first position instead of the middle or third. So same thing, right? I'm moving over because I know the next few exits that are coming up are pretty popular exits, and I'm expecting some slower traffic on those right lanes. So I'm in first position, kicking a fifth, move over to the next lane. Here, getting out of his blind spots, I'm gonna keep going. We're chilling, man. I might right this lane, or I might switch over to the next lane depending on how much traffic, if any, comes up. For the most part, I'm just kind of sitting in this middle lane to third position depending on the cars in front of me, the cars on my left, the cars on my right, because again, I want to make sure I can be as visible as possible, assuming that even if I'm doing all this, you still don't see me. So I see this guy has a sensor, right? His little sensor picked me up. Still riding through. Now I'm just going with the flow of the traffic. I'm going about 70 right now, keeping the same amount of distance from the car in front of me, making sure there's no car riding my ass. We're chilling. Alright, so I know some cars are going to start merging over, so guess what? I'm going to prepare, merge to this left lane. And again, right, I'm keeping a good distance. I'm not riding that car's ass, because if they make a hard stop, I want to make sure I have time to react. They're about maybe like two and a half, maybe 3 cars away. They're speeding up, so that tells me, all right, I gotta catch up. I can't just stay this far back. Blue car, right? Switched over with no blinkers, but I got enough space where I kind of anticipated if some shit like that happens, I still got time to brake. Still got time to react. So I'm gonna stay in this first lane position because I want to make sure they can see me. We're just riding with the traffic now, same flow. Alright, so I see a black Chevy coming up behind me, or a little Mazda maybe, I can't see, I don't know. But it's closer than I would like. He's not on my ass, but he's coming up, so I'm creating a little more space, separation between us. While also seeing that in front of me, these cars are starting to kind of bundle up together. That guy recognizes that I'm trying to create space, so he's chilling off the gas behind me too. And again, I got a pretty good length in front of me and a pretty good length behind me. I'm chilling. I'm staying on the first lane position because I want the cars on my right side to be able to see me. And I know for a fact they won't see me if I'm in the third position. They may see me if I'm in the second position. So I'm kind of in between first and second to make sure. If they looked at the side mirrors, they're going to see me. If they have sensors, their sensors will pick me up. So right now, the flow of traffic, the speed that I'm going at is about 80 miles an hour now. Because traffic has sped up, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to stay in the back, I'm not trying to speed in front of everybody, I'm just trying to flow, go with the flow. So again, same distance, right? The car in front of me, trying to keep the same amount of space and distance. I'm seeing the car in front of it already start braking, so I'm going to ease off a little bit, kind of just find that sweet spot between the car in front of me and the car behind me. Watch my bike, goddamn. Another added bonus to me staying on this first lane position is, let's say something does happen. Let's say this guy's fucking wheels fly off or loses control, swerves, right? Fucking passes out while driving, I don't know, right? Some crazy shit. I know that there's a shoulder right here that I can kind of escape to on the left side. There's a shoulder. If I was on that first position over there on the right side, then I would probably be in the third lane position. That way, if some shit happens here, I can just whoop, hop to the left. And again, if I was in that right lane, the furthest to the right here, they have a little shoulder lane as well where, again, some shit happens, I'm popping out to the right side and fucking using the shoulder lane if I have to avoid having to dump the bike or ride into someone's ass if I was following too close. Alright, this white car, I don't know why it's braking, but I would infer that he was wanting to switch lanes. So I'm going to make sure that I get ahead of that. You know what I mean? I'm going to make sure that I'm staying in the spot where I'm not in the blind spot. And I'm being cautious of it already. I'm kind of preparing for him not to see me and merge over. That makes sense. He didn't, right? It's a positive thing. Good thing he didn't, but in my head I'm already kind of telling myself this guy's about to fucking just merge over and not put blinkers, not even see me, right? It's kind of the mentality you have to have. Alright, so I see this Altima with blinkers already. I'm gonna ease off and just let it get in front of me. That and the GMC. There's no point in me racing to get in front of it, where let's say he catches me right at that sweet spot, which is a really bad sweet spot to be in, where because of how fast I was going, he didn't have enough time to see me in his side view mirror, and he's just fucking merging on and smacking me across the highway. You know what I mean? Same thing with this black car right here, right? This little Nissan, it has blinkers on, it's turned him off already, it's cool, but I'm gonna keep a distance just in case he gets off. So again, I would call this almost a defensive driving tactic, right? You're pretty much anticipating that someone's gonna fuck up and hit you, and that's literally the way you gotta ride, man. You can't assume people are gonna follow directions. You can't assume people are gonna follow the rules. You can't assume people saw you or heard you, even if they just fucking saw you and waved at you. Like, I'm not assuming any of that shit. I'm assuming this guy's gonna merge over. I'm assuming there's gonna be a car that's just gonna run these stop signs and get over here. So I'm trying to stay in the middle to the left, to the first, either the first or second position. So if a car does come out from here on out, I got time to react, to move over or do something. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about anticipating the unexpected. And that's crazy because, well, how the fuck can you anticipate what you don't know? But you pretty much have to think worst case scenario every single fucking time. So again, me knowing these streets, I know that this merges into one. I'm gonna give that truck some space because I know it's gonna merge over, right? I'm gonna downshift to third. And then as we start picking up from these cars coming off the highway, merging onto this access road, I might pick it up. And I got enough space, so I'm gonna pop it into fourth. I see the car behind me, I'm still gonna go over. And actually, I might just end up going back because, yeah, I'm not trying to get trapped here. Alright. So the thing merged, right? The left lane turned into one. I'm not trying to right that, so I'm just going to ease off. That way there's no car smashing behind me. I'm not crashing into the guy in front of me. I'm going the same way, right? We're all going the same way. I'd rather ride in the lane where I have more control and minimize the amount of unexpected occurrences that could happen, right? So I see that truck right there, right? I'm assuming they can't see me. I'm going to swerve between the first and the second lane position. Back to the middle now. I'm just chilling right up for this fucking guy, dude. That white, what is it, Kia? I don't know, I can't see, but that white fucking SUV did that shit twice in the last minute. That's the type of shit you gotta expect and kind of plan for, you know what I mean? So my mouth is dry as hell. I feel like I've done a lot of talking, and like I feel like I just left the parking garage, so for me to be already almost home, I'm just like, damn, you know, that talking kind of makes the ride go a little bit faster. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things where as I'm riding, right, like let's say I didn't have my GoPro, if I'm just riding up by myself, I'm doing this stuff all the time no matter what. It's just me speaking to it. I don't know, it makes the ride go by fast because I'm explaining every little process of what I'm doing. and I'll be honest with you guys, right? I'm not a perfect rider by no means. You know, I'm blessed and glad to say I haven't been involved in any collision yet. I hope I don't jinx myself, right? But statistically, it's going to happen at least once or twice. My job, or my anticipation is not today, right? I think about that Game of Thrones reference where that guy tells Arya, you know, what do we say to the god of death? Not today. Ultimately, right, accidents happen. That's why they're called accidents. I don't plan to get into an accident, but man, I promise you, I'm gonna do my part to minimize when that happens and to minimize the risk of that happening. Oh man, shout out these kids, bro. These dudes are always out here fucking hustling. Cool, man. We're already entered a subdivision. I'm riding in second, keeping distance from that truck. No car behind me, so I'm just chilling, man. I'm just cruising at this point. My mouth is stupid dry, dude. Shit. So I hear he's already braking. There goes the signal lights, turn signals. I might do a yield if there's no car coming, right? Drop the first, start applying some brakes. I try to minimize the amount of times I have to put my feet down, so here I kind of let it roll a little bit, right? And just give a little gas and we're good. If I saw cars coming, I would have made a hard stop, probably put 1 foot down. You never want to put both feet down because you always want to be prepared to go. Again, right, that goes back to what I said, keeping it in first, being ready to go at all times in case the car behind you doesn't stop. But I try to minimize on every stop, on every yield, on every red light, whatever it is, I try to minimize the amount of time I have feet on the ground. So if I can keep it and balance it out without having to drop any feet down, I'm gonna do that. If I have to drop a foot down, I'm gonna drop my left foot down, hold it in first, pull the clutch in, hold the, you know, either the foot brake or, yeah, more than likely the rear brake with the foot. That way I have my left foot down. It's only the rear brake. If I have to, man, I'll let go of the clutch and hit the throttle and we're out. So I hope this video was useful, even if it's just small stuff, right? Some stuff might sound like common sense, some stuff, you know, you might already know, but I don't know. Hopefully it's enough to go through, and hopefully for those that ride, if you guys have any other additional advice or insight, man, share that shit, because it may seem small or trivial to us, where it's like, man, that's basic shit, but to someone else, man, it could be, holy shit, I never thought of that. You know what I mean? Like, could have been like, you know, well, now that I know that, I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing that, because I never did do that. You know what I mean? So whatever else you guys got, share it. I'd love to hear some feedback. I'd love to do more videos on longer distances, maybe even in traffic, which is gonna suck ass, but again, that way it's all about, you know, road readiness, preparedness. So with that, I'll let you go. Peace out, YouTube. Until next time, ride safe, peeps.